Hello, Grace and Jeff. It's Tuesday, and apparently we were waiting for Elvis to sub in for Jeff on Saturday, which didn't work so well, since he's dead. Grace, I really liked your brainstorming for the 103 peace plans, and I have another one to add. So a few years ago, I read a book called The Lathe of Heaven by Ursula K. Le Guin. Highly recommend. In this book, the main character had the ability to dream effectively, meaning that his dreams became reality such that he was the only person in the world who was aware that things had ever been different than how he had dreamt them. So naturally, an evil psychologist decided to take advantage of the main character's predicament by using hypnosis to force him to dream certain realities, some of which were very well intentioned, but all of which backfired spectacularly. For example, the psychologist forced the dreamer to dream about peace on Earth, and when he woke up, he discovered that the Earth had been invaded by aliens, forcing a global alliance of formerly warring factions. So, Plan 8. In the spirit of the Lathe of Heaven, I propose that we present the Israelis and Palestinians with an enemy which they must work together to destroy, or face imminent decimation of their own people. Preferably aliens, but dinosaurs could work too. Speaking of dinosaurs, I saw Jurassic Park last weekend with my family. While I appreciated that the movie was very well made and contained some fabulous eye candy, it was disturbing to me how glib some of the characters were about genetically modifying dinosaurs to make them even more intelligent and more deadly than they already were. I mean, did they really learn nothing in the first 3 movies? Seriously though, humankind has always been afraid that our creations will eventually destroy us, and this comes out time and time again in our literature, music, and movies. The character of Albus Dumbledore from J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series says it best. In Half-Blood Prince, he says, Voldemort himself created his worst enemy, just as tyrants everywhere do. Have you any idea how much tyrants fear the people they oppress? All of them realize that one day amongst their many victims there is sure to be one who rises against them and strikes back. Anyways, I don't know how I feel about genetic manipulation yet, but the good news is that we haven't actually figured out how to revive dinosaurs, and we hopefully never will. As far as your raisin theory is concerned, Grace, and, I've decided to live in the real world of economics, not the cryptic world of economics. Raisins are actually a pretty big deal. In fact, the Supreme Court recently ruled that it is unconstitutional for the U.S. government to seize portions of the yearly raisin crop and pay less than the market value for them, which is a practice that we as a country have been apparently engaging in since the 30s as part of a Depression-era poverty relief policy. This case is purportedly the most important property rights case to reach the Supreme Court since 2005, when the court ruled in favor of eminent domain laws, which are continuing to negatively affect the poor in places such as Hyde Park. Grace, this is why we can't have nice things. Great job, Supreme Court. I'll see you on Thursday. Tate on.